Hey, welcome back. This one's going to be A to Z of Freya. I've tried a couple of games of this and I'm not having the greatest time of it, but we'll try it again. Freya is a mage, but she'd be classed as a hunter to an extent in terms of a hyper carry. Because she has ranged auto attacks and she's very auto attack focused, she can be put into the hunter role. She can be jungled as well, but in this game you'll see me in the hunter role, and I'll be looking to do just like a hunter would do, and that's farm up to the late game. She's got great burst potential. Her itemization generally is towards attack speed and to gain on-hit effects for her auto attacks to deal additional damage, but obviously down the mage tree as well. Depending on the laning phase, depends how you play it out. You've not got the greatest of wave clear at the start of the game, but at the late game you can evaporate targets very, very quickly. You don't see her too much in the current meta at the moment, just because she has a few issues. And this is quite a big boy game actually that we're in this one, so it might not work out perfectly. We'll see how it goes though as we go into this, and we'll talk about her abilities, and how you look to level them for the most part, and what you're looking to do when you play this god. Just quickly gonna make sure I do that before this one even begins. So itemization may always change, it may always be different in the lane. It doesn't necessarily mean you're going to go for this itemization every single time. I'm just going to go for this for the time being. I'm quite comfortable with that. I feel safe enough with this itemization for the time being. That'll do. Okay, so let's talk through Freya and her abilities. Passive is going to be 15% magical lifesteal that she gets granted for free. So this 15% magical lifesteal allows her to do a lot of sustain in terms of her kit and a lot of burst damage. So even when she's low health, she can burst back and try and survive. This gives her a chance to actually box people if she's low on health and still potentially win the fight. Her first ability is Irradiate, and what this does is it activates her auto attacks to deal additional damage for the next few seconds, and it's a pretty good damage too that it actually increases it by as well. So you can see that one is very, very useful. It's not the one we're going to max first though, it'll be the one we're looking at maxing second. Our first ability we're maxing is Pulse, and this is why she can be played in the hunter role. This activates her basic attacks, making them ranged, and it deals a slow at the same time and AoE damage, so you can hit multiple creeps at the same time with AoE. On top of hitting multiple creeps, it also provides a slow and causes some issues for the enemy team. You can pop Irradiate after using your 2 to make your ranged attacks deal additional damage, but you won't get the slow effect, but you do additional damage. So you've got to try and apply the slow first for the most part, and you'll see me trying to do that hopefully in this lane. It's going to be a bit of a rough lane because they've got a lot of wave clear. And there's your pulse going off now. Now what you should realise, it's only for a few seconds that you get that pulse up, then you've got to go into melee range to bring down targets as well. So got to be a little bit careful about how you clear, and it's a bit difficult to clear in the early stages of the game, as we said. Bring down the buff, and let's get ourselves to lane. So we're just looking to farm up in the early game. We're probably going to put a point into our Banish early here. They've got a lot of wave clear, so we've just got to respect that for the most part. He's going to have to back away. I can slow them down again. And using my health potions to sustain. I take a lot of poke. Now we are against an Amuz and Carb as well, which is an issue. Amuz and Carb has a lot of strong wave clear. So we just got to respect that. I'm trying to just heal up at the most part. You can see me using that pulse to clear the wave out, and I'm backing away. I can't go too aggressive too earlier on. We're going to be pushed to the top for the most part because I'm playing Freya in the early game, really. If we get an Earthbreaker, we can cause some problems for them. Now, my third ability that you see me have here, which I've not even spoke about yet because I've been too busy trying to stay alive and poke them down, is called Banish. Oh, I'm going to be able to get himself a kill here. Hooray! Banish actually whoops them into the air. I'll show you in a second, as I'm going to be going back to base soon, I think. And it's just form of CC. You'll see it positioned here right now. I'm just going to base right now. Banish, you'll whoop them in there in an area. So you can hit multiple targets with this if you do land it. And it can cause a lot of damage and cause a lot of issues for the enemy team to deal with. It does set you up for doing your combo because you can banish them and then pop your pulse to make sure you hit them as they're falling down to the ground as well. Now talking about her last ability, which is her ultimate, Valkyrie's Discretion. Basically, I take to the sky and I'm immune to damage while I'm in the sky. It allows me to fire 4 shots down to the ground and deal damage to those targets on the ground. It's basically a free escape that you can also use for aggression at the same time if you so choose to. Just trying to freeze and moves and get experience here for the most part. Oh, I missed everything then. Sorry. That was my bad play. I was trying to make sure I support him. But what we're trying to do here is just freeze the wave for the most part. Make sure he doesn't get much experience. If I land my Banish, we'd be good at this game. But we're not landing him, so...
Got him. Double kill. Your right tower is under attack. Your middle tower is under attack.
So we're still looking to farm up. I'm just watching my position in case we get attacked from behind here more than anything else as well as staying experience range for the most part. And there's me using my ultimate just to disengage. I do have Vulcan coming around the back here as well. There's not much else I can really do in that situation. I did pick up a kill and I did manage to survive. My irradiate wasn't the best though. I should have popped my irradiate earlier. I'm still looking to farm up for the most part and continue playing safe. You can see the sort of game plan with Freya. It's a little bit like a hunter. You've got to kind of time your burst, and if you're going to go for damage, you're not going to have wave clear, so you've got to make sure you set it up correctly. Hercules is very aggressive and is doing a very good job in my support role right now for me. So I continue farming up. I've got 2 kills online, so I'm getting there in terms of wave clear now. Once you hit about level 9, your wave clear is a lot better than it once was. You can see I'm able to tank these buffs with the lifesteal I'm getting from my auto attacks because of the irradiate and from the pulse as well. I'm starting to get into the decent point of the game for myself. As once I get 1 or 2 items online, I'll be even stronger as well. Miss my Banish again because my baddie. Numbers of wants to come this way, but we're not going to let him. Giannis is kind of floating around here. I've got to be careful of that. I do have my ultimate available, so if I get aggressed, I can just ult out again. Back away as we cleared the front creeps. I can wait for my pulse one more time. I'm probably going to look to base soon. I missed my autos, which is unfortunate. I'm not very good at the Freya. I should have got a kill then, honestly, and I missed that one for the most part. Quick trip back to base and start working on the rest of my items here. Gonna be working... Oh, not that item, Hindu, please. You're not playing support now. Focus. Getting myself a beads as well here. And an additional mana part, as mana is a bit of an issue in the hunter role when you're playing a mage. You really needed to clear your camps out. So I'm doing okay in this lane. Mainly it's the Hercules that's carrying me through the early stages and playing really, really well. I'm just looking to farm up and play safe for the most part and get my itemization online. Once again, looking for attack speed, mobility items, and on-hit effects. Attack speed allows you to fire more pulses off before the cooldown wears off, and that's why you're looking for that item, really.
Got the killing spree. Your middle tower is under attack. Your right tower is under attack.
And Hercules did a good job of coming back in there as well. Uh-oh, I think I'm dead here. I am dead here, indeed. Unfortunately, the combat came in from behind. I didn't see that one coming, otherwise I probably would have disengaged a little bit earlier. But I actually did. Mistakes were made, Hindu. Mistakes were made. Think about investing into beads 2 here. It wouldn't necessarily save me in that engagement, but hey, having it available is having it available, right? So that's my first effort of the game. Bit of a misplay. I didn't have my ultimate available to really escape that, so I couldn't.
An ally has been slain.
And split push Cumber. He's going to get ganked by an Odin now. I want to see him trying to escape this one. He shouldn't be able to, but he's going to, which is disappointing. So my team's down, but I'm pretty big, and they're going to be looking towards me towards the late game to get ourselves back into this game, I feel. It appears he missed his ring. I didn't actually need to use that then. I think it was a bad decision from me. Using my lifesteal to heal up. You notice I'm still trading. If you get into a bad boxing match, you have to try and trade out is the big key for yourself. And lifesteal off the creeps as much as possible as well. And I didn't expect that burst damage. Did not expect that burst damage, so that was unfortunate too. I'm a bit of a fool there as well. So my team's not had a good game here, but you can see the sort of laning phase that Freya has and how you're supposed to play her out for the most part. What you're really looking to do is to go aggressive in the lane if you get the opportunity to. Use your pulse to slow them. Then when your pulse is still active, use your irradiate to be able to deal additional damage to them while they're in the wave as well. And it causes them a lot of problems. And you can deal a lot of damage. If you do get into a boxing match, you can try and fight with them and try and sustain yourself with the lifesteal you have. I'm currently not a full build yet at all, and it's the same sort of thing as a hunter in terms of when they do really start coming online. This is why the class is a hyper carry, not necessarily the best at all stages of the game. My Hercules is in a bit of trouble here. I'm not sure if I can help him. He's going to go down, unfortunately. Not a whole lot I can do to help him there. But my purple buff's up, so I'm going to go quickly drop that one down before someone comes over here. Quite a big boy game for a casual game, but hey, that's why I just done it ranked. But depending on your lane opponent, obviously depends how the lane's going to play out. How aggressive you can be, how much wave clear they have compared to you as well. But in this matchup against Moose and Cobb, he's going to have better wave clear than nearly every single hunter you'd see in this lane, so...
Your right tower is under attack.
And as you can see, the wave clear is not that bad now. You can pretty much full clear a wave with one use of pulse. I'm going to get my Haste and Fatalis online now, finish up my beads. And try and rotate and support my team a little bit now, but I don't know what else I'm going to really be able to do as they're really struggling here. Look at that. I've missed everything again. Oh, Hindu. And a misplay from me, unfortunately, there. I didn't really play that one very well at all. Should have probably lived a little bit longer than I did. Should have landed my abilities. I could have got a lot of kills then. I just misplayed it because I don't play Freya that much. She has a few troubles. I get himself online too. My team's having troubles all over the map, it seems, in this game. One thing you will see from this is getting a little look at what it's like to play Freya in the Hunter role, though. It's all about comboing your abilities together wisely. And I'm definitely not doing it wisely, that's for sure.
Is under attack.
That banish was terrible, Hindu. Don't forget you can also banish the creeps if you need to just give yourself a chance there. The creeps do get banished too.
Enemy missing left.
I'm trying to support my team, but I'm not going to be in a position to do much from where I am. I can try and help though.
Has been slain. Your right tower is under attack. Slain an enemy. Double kill.
Humbas is around the back here still looking for kills.
Tower has been destroyed.
Not sure if I'm going to find anything else. I'm just going to go back to farming now. I got a double kill out of that engagement with my ultimate. Use it to chase down kills is why it's useful as well. Not just used defensively, but can be used offensively, like to shoot round corners. Remember, auto attacks don't go through walls. So, just like most other gods, they don't go through walls.
Rampage.
Gonna go back to base here before they all respawn and come and kill me again. And continue working on my itemization. Items, like I said, will change, but you're still looking for attack speed, magical power as well, and stuff that's going to increase the amount of damage you can do with your auto attacks. Or apply on hit effects as well.
An ally has been slain. Your left tower is under attack. Your left tower has been destroyed.
I won the trade with him for the most part, but he took the tower.
Light my blade.
Your middle tower is under attack.
Oh, I got hit by an unstable through space and time. That was unfortunate. Didn't think that was going to hit me. I would have been able to continue going aggressive onto this losing card, but he's ringed in now. So he should be brought down there as well. Need a little bit more gold. I should get it before I spawn though, which is good.
An ally has been slain.
Do be careful.
Killing spree. Unstoppable. Deicide.
And it appears my team want to surrender there. You got a little look at Freya. I apologise, it wasn't the greatest game for me to really show off Freya. But you can see what damage potential she has in the Hunter role. She can be done in the jungle. Her wave play is quite weak and her gank potential is quite weak early on. But in the late game, she is a hyper carry and can cause a lot of damage for the enemy team and cause a lot of issues. I hope you get some advice out of that, and it's good going forward. That'll do.